Good morning, students. In my last video, I was explaining about pyrolytics in elimination reactions. In this video, I would like to explain about sulfoxyl sulfonate rearrangement. It is called Mislow-Evans rearrangement. It is a 2,3 sigma-topic rearrangement of an allylic sulfoxide to a sulfonate ester, which can further decompose it to form allylic alcohol. First, we consider allylic sulfoxide. It undergo 2,3 sigma-topic rearrangement to form alkyl sulfonate ester. This alkyl sulfonate ester are treated with thiophyle. Thiophyle is a combination of trimethoxyphosphate and diethylamine. Then it converts into allylic alcohol. This is general mechanism. This is allylic sulfoxide. It is a sulfoxide group attached to allylic carbon atom. Generally, these are some of the sulfur containing groups nomenclature. Suppose when a sulfur group contains like this SH, then it is called thiol. Suppose SOR bond is connected, then it is called sulfoxide. Suppose H double bond O R is present, it is called sulfone. Like this, when we consider R SO bond, then it is called sulfonate ester. It is a sulfoxide compound, and this sulfoxide is attached to generally allylic carbon. Allylic carbon means the carbon which contains 3 carbon atoms and double bond in terminal carbon is called allylic carbon or allylic compound. So this is an allylic carbon and the sulfoxide attached to this allylic carbon, so that's why it is called allylic sulfoxide. This is right like this. The bond between sulfur and oxygen polarized, sulfur gets partially positive charge and oxygen gets partially negative charge. When this allylic sulfoxide on heating, 2,3 sigma-topic rearrangement takes place. Generally, 2,3 sigma-topic rearrangement is one of the type of the pericyclic reaction. This takes place in the presence of heat only. So, 2,3 sigma-topic rearrangement is nothing but a new sigma bond is found between second and third atoms. New sigma bond formation takes place between second and third atom. Here, we consider the bond between second and third carbons on polarization. This carbon gets partially negative charge, this carbon gets partially positive charge, and the bond between this carbon and sulfur gets break. This carbon gets partially positive charge, this sulfur, the charge on sulfur neutralized. So the oxygen, negative charged oxygen attracts this electrophile carbon. So new bond formed between this oxygen, this carbon, new bond formation, new sigma bond formation takes place, and a new double bond formed between this first and second carbon atoms. It is a 2,3 sigma-topic rearrangement of allylic sulfoxide to alkyl sulfonate ester. This further react with thiophyle. When react with thiophyle, the bond between the sulfur oxygen gets break. So out of these two, oxygen is a more electronegative atom compared to sulfur. So this oxygen gets partially negative charge and this sulfur gets partially positive charge. Like this. And further workup, like hydrolysis and reduction, this compound is converted into allylic alcohol. This is general mechanism of sulfoxide sulfonate rearrangement. I am going to now explain some of the synthetic applications of sulfoxide sulfonate rearrangement. Here R means R1, R2 means any alkyl or aryl or hydrogen groups. So we consider different alkyl aryl groups, we get different examples or different synthetic applications of sulfoxide sulfonate rearrangement. In this, I consider one of the example. This is a sulfoxide, allylic sulfoxide this is an allylic sulfoxide, undergo 2,3 sigmatopic rearrangement to form alkyl sulfonate ester. This one further react with thiophile to form allylic alcohol. In some of the reactions, direct sulfoxide is not given. Some of the reagents are given. Then by using this reagent, we get product like this. C5H11. This is product. Now I am going to explain this mechanism. First, we consider C5H11 CHO and react with Grignard reagent RMGX. This is like RMGX. Grignard reagent is a rich source of carbanion. For our sake of convenience, this is right like this. So the bond between this magnesium and carbon gets break. This carbon gets partially negative charge. This magnesium gets partially positive charge. And the bond polarized, this carbonyl bond breaks. This carbon gets partially positive charge. This oxygen gets partially negative charge. This carbanion attack on this electrophilic carbon. Then we get C5H11 COMGBr H CH double bond CH2, which on further hydrolysis HOH, we get alcohol. Then it react with benzene sulfonyl chloride. In organic chemistry, phenyl group is write like this 5. This is benzene sulfonyl chloride. Out of the sulfur and chlorine is the most electronegativity atom. So this bond between the sulfur chlorine breaks like this. Sulfur gets partially positive and chlorine gets partially negative charge. Then these benzene sulfonate chloride always taken in the presence of base. So first the base, which base we consider, is abstract hydrogen from this oxygen. So C5H11 CHO minus. So this negative charge oxygen attracts this SPH, I mean benzene sulfonyl atom. So we get S5 and CH double bond CH2. Then it is also right like this. The double bond polarization takes place like this, and the bond between this oxygen, this carbon breaks. This carbon gets partially positive and oxygen gets partially negative charge, and the lone pair of electron present on sulfur attack on this carbon atom. So you get C5H11 CH, a new double bond formed between this carbon, CH2, and a new bond formed between this carbon and this sulfur. Remaining groups are same. Minus. Here oxygen gets negative charge, that's why I represent negative charge. Here sulfur has a valency 3, but sulfur has a valency 2 or 6, so I represent positive charge. Next, and react with LDA. LDA is a base, tetrahydrofuran at 78 degrees centigrade. diphenyl disulfide. It is generally breaks like this. This LDA abstract hydrogen from this carbon atom. So we get C5H11 CH double bond CH and the whole group attack on this carbon after abstraction of hydrogen. So S5, we get S5. Remaining all are same. Then this is like sulfoxide, allylic sulfoxide. So this allylic sulfoxide and react with thiophile. This allylic sulfoxide and react with thiophile, we get on reaction with thiophile, the bond between these elements. This is a allylic sulfoxide. It undergo 2,3 sigmatopic rearrangement. 2,3 sigmatopic rearrangement to form 2,3 sigmatopic rearrangement. Then the double bond polarized like this. This carbon gets partially positive charge and this carbon gets partially negative charge, and the bond between this carbon and this sulfur breaks. Sulfur charge on sulfur neutralized. So we get C5H11 CH single bond CH. A new double bond formed between this carbon and this carbon. So we get a new double bond. Remaining groups all are same. And the negative charged oxygen gets bonds to this carbon. So oxygen S5. This is alkyl sulfonate ester. ROS, alkyl sulfonate ester. This on further react with thiophile. We get on reaction with the thiophile, the bond between this oxygen and this sulfur breaks, and on further workup we get hydrogen, allylic alcohol. So C5H11 CHOH CH double bond CH S5. Next, further reaction Hg2 plus on hydrolysis, the group is converted into again alcohol C5H11 CHOH CH double bond CHOH. Now this undergo keto-enol tautomerism like this, or on applying heat water is eliminated from this molecule. So from this side hydrogen is eliminated, H plus, and from this side OH minus, both are combined to give H2O, and the double bond is polarized like this. So we get C5H11 C. A new double bond is found between this carbon and this carbon. Next, C. A double bond is formed between this carbon and this oxygen atom. This is our product. This is also write like this, C5H11. This is our final product. Thank you.